Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Intentando, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Coming after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Ibuka. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now sliding to his left. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The Eagles' offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him for the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Snyder. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. Scrambling away. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Keeps it and gets the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Buying some time. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This almost certainly to win the game. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A first down for the offense. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Howard. Now rolling to the left. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He breaks a tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's a draw. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Eagles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Three periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. And this is just the way you want it. The game will be won or lost in the 4th quarter as we take a look at the stats through 3. He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the old Intentando, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the 4th-ranked team of the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll go to the counter play. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Using his legs to buy some time. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
He's back to throw on second down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw at Snyder. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense has been dominant. We reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Nobody's been able to get on the board as we check out the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the grab close to the logo. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moments. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for the big dog.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down.
42, Spider. 40.
Power football with the run. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free